We are present and accounted for. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone living? Man, it is officially what do they say? Time sprung forward. That's the point of reality we're at. We're here. Another episode of the Backlog Barbarians. The crew is probably still asleep, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm shocked I'm not asleep, but I got the coffee. Caffeine is equipped, which is definitely carrying right now. Let me test something out to make sure the audio's good. Yep, audio's good. Nisa, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Nisa, what games have you been playing? What's been on the menu? Let's see. I'm half asleep. Yeah. Oh, dude. A million percent there with you. I'm half asleep myself, and I got the sniffles. But the Backlog Barbarians, the show must continue. Um, but yes, absolutely. Um, Dreamlight Valley. Ah, okay. You were saying there's an update, right? Or you were saying you were working on trying to get Pluto or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna do the intro real quick so I can just rant because this might just be a rant episode, which is more than fine. Um, Welcome, folks, to another episode of the Backlog Barbarians, a show that's centered around what games we are playing and what games we need to finish because most gamers these days have an absolute massive backlog of games. I'm Baron J67, or Baron, the co-owner and communications director of LV1 Gaming. I am 1/5 of the Backlog Barbarians. The show has definitely grown, and we got everybody from Geek Life Mike, Yona Gaming, Julian from True Nerd, Keith from the Outer Haven, and it's so dope to have those guys. I want to big up those folks. Um, right, Nisa wants to come on and talk. I want to big up those guys because they are absolutely amazing people, multifaceted. Um, Everybody creates on amazing levels. Everything from partnerships with different brands to covering some of the biggest events in tech to covering some of the biggest events in gaming. These guys are absolutely elite, and I'm proud and grateful to have them be to all be a part of this, to be a part of this with them. And just got to big up those guys while they're not here. Um, but yes, but yeah, you got Pluto. Okay, let's go. So now that I got that out the way, right? And now I can rant. So, since the last episode, I've been playing there's a few games I've been playing. I'll just go over that real quick. So, I've been playing a game from a solo dev called Horror like Horrorpalation, that feeling of your skin hair raising. I was playing that game, which I'll be spending a lot of time talking about, at least until the whole team gets here, or as anybody gets here. And so I've been talking about playing Horror. I've been playing Esoteric Ebb. I've played a few rounds of Marathon, at least in the server slam. I have also played I didn't play any
Let's talk about it.
let me switch out of this. Um we're live, Nug. I'm just letting you know we're live.
Good morning.
Um
Good morning.
morning. This is actually one of the gentlemen that I was hyping up earlier. Um Introduce yourself real quick, good sir.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry for being late. First and foremost, I am Nugget or Nug for short, 1/5, I believe, of the
Mm-hmm.
Backlog Barbarians, the head of the Stop Ducking That Smoke segment of the show. Mr. Let's talk about it. So you see me spamming that in the chat a few times, and I'm happy to be here.
Hey, no lie, on the clip where Mike was going on ham. I don't know if you've seen it. Like the internet is trying to like he's divided the internet on that one,
Yeah, I
and
see how
it's so funny. Like you see people say like, no, you have to be, you have to pick a side in things. Like if you want to see your content boom, stand on something and
hmm
run with that. And the proof is in the pudding because when I tell you that's one of our most popular clips, and then what makes it so dope is as soon as he drops his nugget of knowledge and his feelings on the subject, all you hear is let's talk about it. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like it was some of the most highest production value stuff you'll see here at Backlog Barbarians.
Yes, sir.
Like, and it was so off the cuff, but it looks like I went in on the back end and edited that in. Like, no, that was live. Buttons were pressed, sounds were made, bro. It was definitely a beautiful situation. But real quick, let me finish the point. So, I was playing Horror Palant, marathon, the marathon server slam. I didn't play any Next Fest demos, which is a travesty because that's normally the one thing I look forward to. Um, I'm prepping. By the next episode, I will have been part of the what is that event called? We'll have to reschedule now that I think about it because I think with PAX East, maybe it'll be before or after. But I'll be part of the turn-based fest. That's something that I've been a part of since its inception. So this will be the third or fourth year. And turn-based fest is an absolute amazing. Shout out to turn-based Thursdays. Um, I'm a tactical turn-based sucker. If there's a grid and there's some strategy, the reason I love it so much is because I suck at chess, and this is my way of playing chess without playing chess. Um, it, like that's the best way to describe it. Like I suck at poker against people, but I'll play online poker all day. Like it's
Mm,
kind of that
got
thing.
you.
Um, but yes. So but outside of that, I've been Esoteric Ebb, and what else did I boot up? I'm trying to think. I think that's it. I think those are the only games I've been playing. I haven't played Marvel Rivals in a very long time. I think
All right, all right, all
a
right.
part of me thinks I'm done with it only because there's so many other things to play. And
hmm
then this season they they tweak some stuff with some healers, and it wasn't it like you can feel off rip when your characters go from like being when you like it's like all of a sudden you used to play here, but then an update comes out and now you're here,
Yeah.
and there's no way to explain it other than they've made some adjustments, and I don't like it. And it was definitely off the like I didn't do competitive. I think I've only done 2 competitive rounds this season. What is it, season 5.5 or something like that? And I absolutely left it alone. But yeah, so those are the games I've been playing just to update the gentleman who just showed up. Much love, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna have you guys do your introductions. Um, but I've played and completed Horror Palant. I played the marathon server slam. I have not bought the game, but I did play the server slam. Got a few rounds in there. And I played Esoteric Ebb. Haven't completed it. But I think I'm on like day 2 or something like that. Um, and then I think that's it. For now. Duh. Wow. Resident Evil Requiem. I'm
You beat
stupid.
it?
No, but I've been playing the hell out of it.
I saw your clip of the stream and you had the vest on. I was really happy for
Yeah,
you.
I got the vest. I got the vest behind me. I could talk about that in a bit. But yeah, Yobi. Nisa, Yobi, I appreciate you guys so much. Let's Nug already introduced himself. Let's go over to Mike. Oh, you're muted.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? This is Geek Life Mike, G Style Magazine, GSG Gang, and 1/5 of the Backlog Barbarians. You know, I'm from Queens, New York. I play games, I talk a lot of shit, and I have a good time. I am a Team Blue member, but I love Xbox, I love Nintendo, and I love PC gaming. Good to be here, guys. What up, everybody in the chat? And usually when you're in the chat, you're usually talking to me.
Yeah.
Joe, so just remember I'm going to answer everybody. Be nice. um Please do not be on the end of the things that I say because I get crazy. But other than that, glad to be here.
Julian.
What's going on? Julian, aka King Julian, aka True Nerd. The I was gonna say the last fifth, but we were missing a person. I was like another 1/5 of the Backlog Barbarians. Yeah, you see me around. I don't talk. I don't talk a lot of crap. I try to, I'm too
Well,
nice.
that's why we
but
have me.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
So we have to balance everything out.
Yeah. Balance in all things. Equivalent exchange. Just for that, I'm gonna go rewatch Brotherhood. But no. So I was just talking about what games I have been playing since last time. I did complete one game. It definitely took up. It took a long time because of the way I played it, and I'm actually looking forward to potentially talking to the dev pretty soon about that. But
W.
yeah, I'm actually really excited. But Nug, what games have you been playing are completed since the last episode? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So the last game I completed was South of Midnight.
Ooh,
I
okay.
was really happy about that for Black History. I was playing through it, beat it, lovely game, fantastic. I also beat Area Knight's Drop Shot, did all the levels in that.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. I remember you talking about that one. Nice.
Yeah, it was a good one, a really good one actually. Sorry. During Steam Next, there were some demos. Dench Attack. It's like a train, but it's like a train where it's like Tony Hawk, and then also a little bit of what's that game probably everyone's talking about?
Subway Surfer.
Surfers. Yeah, that the kids play. It's
Yep.
like that. It's a lot going on. So I played that demo. It's a demo called Replaced, where it's like a 2D cyberpunk type of game.
Oh yeah, the Xbox game. I did play that demo. Shit is dope.
Yeah, that one, honestly, I'm not even into 2D side scrollers, but it feels like a 3D game as far as controls with the parryings and the finishers. So I've been trying to get it in. I would say after that, I'm kind of in a lull right now, waiting for Crimson Desert. I don't want to start anything or get wrapped up in anything too heavy because Crimson Desert is around the corner. I took some time off work, so put that PTO in because I want to play that game and see what the hype is about. So in the meantime, between time, I've been just kind of messing with the Xbox Ally. So currently, I downloaded Assassin's Creed Unity.
Okay.
They had a 60 FPS update, so I went back to just kind of see how that felt. Really impressed with that. And then Forza. I tried to get into Forza. So I think you guys know I had a Forza take on the internet, and it did a good amount of numbers. And everyone tells me I'm crazy. I need to give it another shot. So I went on the podcast,
Who
chilling in the
told you
party.
you're crazy?
Everybody, a lot of people. And
Really?
when I went, yeah. So I went on chilling in the podcast. Chilling in the party, which is the podcast, and they were like, "Hey, I didn't agree with your Forza take. Try it again."
Wow.
So I said,
Wait, are we talking about Horizon or Motorsport?
Horizon.
You might be bugging a little bit, but
I'm not. I'm not. Oh,
no, I'm
I'm
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
for like 5 seconds.
I'm
And it's like,
I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm
so
just fucking with you.
I gave them another try, like for the umpteenth time. It's lifeless, man. I don't know. So
it really is. It's very much a solo game. It really kind of is.
It's
Motorsport's even worse.
Quick question. So when you play it, are you just because I play it two ways. But when you play it, are you going through like the kind of guided, like the festival route, or are you just kind of driving around?
The festivals. I thought that was the whole point. Was the festival?
It is. No, it is, but there's more to it.
Yeah, because like I'll come back, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
So for me, my biggest thing is playing Need for Speed and going from that with Unbound and like how there's a story, it's narrative driven, there's police chases, there's actively actively progressing. And then you go to Horizon where it's just like an AI radio bot talking to you every few seconds. And even when you unlock your first house and your houses, it's just like anticlimactic. You just drive up to the house and it says, "Oh, you purchased it," and then it puts you in a cutscene, and then that's it. It just there's no life to it. I don't know what it's missing, and maybe I'm just not the
I know
target
what you mean
audience.
though. I know what you
I
mean though.
just I might be too much of a Need for Speed fanboy. That might be what it is. It might just be me. But Need for Speed just feels rewarding versus Forza. It's just like I don't know. Even the races are kind of just
You know what? When
He's not wrong.
you're
He's
not
not
wrong because
he's not wrong.
I played it for maybe an hour or two, and you're right. That feel, and it's a weird feeling to explain, especially if you've only seen like if you haven't really played it for yourself. Because when you look at the game, it's so vibrant, so full of life looking, and
sorry.
lightning fast, gotta go fast.
Yeah, shit was going down over
Yeah, I
there.
was like, hey man, look, everybody acted. I almost took off in my office, like, hey, wait a minute. But no, but it's that's crazy that you say that. It's the it's like it has the fixins to be this grand adventure,
Exactly.
and then it doesn't happen.
Graphics, cars, just the gameplay, like
Environment,
everything is there.
layers, yeah, and then it's
But
just
again, I think you and I are more like story people.
yeah,
Campaign.
100%,
I feel like
100%.
a lot of people, if you're not into campaigns or stories, you don't care. You just want to get into the action. That's fine.
Yeah,
But for me, I find that having a good story really brings things together for me when it comes to games outside of multiplayer. Because even playing Assassin's Creed Unity this past few days, I'm like, damn, like I miss having at least some sort of out of the or in the animus type of experience where there's like, hey, the reason this makes sense is because we're doing this for the current day,
yes.
as opposed to just being dropped in the world. And it just, I don't know, you have to have something to kind of bring it together. So that's my issue with like Forza and those type of games.
I think with those games, it's really something where you just have to have a love for that style of racing because it's very much a cross between arcade and simulation. And the only thing
Mhm.
that really kind of separates
I
it from
know.
being pure simulation is that you are not penalized for mistakes as harshly as you
Exactly.
are in motorsport.
Exactly.
You can run through walls. I mean, the environment is almost totally interactive, whereas in motorsport it's very disciplined, and that's the difference. And in Horizon, you kind of have to find your events. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
You you have to go. You have to seek them out, because there are things to do. There are certain cars that you can go find. There's big time races that you can find, and there is an online community that you can join, and they will get up with you in races. If you really want to get your race on.
I'm a hermit, man. I'm a hermit these days. I'm getting into my
So
single
so
player.
yeah, no, I can dig it, my brother. It Forza, I think you've gotten accustomed to Need for Speed and the way that it plays out, that
Yeah.
Forza is kind of a very drastic shift. It is not for everybody. If you weren't a Forza fan before, you're not going to be one now. So
Yeah,
I
it's kind of
get
Exactly.
it.
like
I know
Gran
what you mean.
Turismo, like motorsport.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I used to watch videos of people playing Gran Turismo. I was like, man, that thing's so cool. I want to play it. And then somebody let me borrow it, and I was like, yeah, this is not for me.
Yeah.
But I think,
Yeah.
but I think Horizon. The reason I like Horizon, it's like this middle ground where it's like, okay, you get this like high fidelity racing, but it's a little bit more like free and fun, not as technical as motorsport or Gran Turismo. And then you get a little bit of a story element that has gotten better over. You know what is weird? So when the first Horizon came out, and I'm trying to remember, it was a lot. You probably would have liked that one, if I'm thinking correctly,
Was it
because it
3
was
or 4?
well, because it was just I need to look because it went straight Horizon. I think it was just straight Horizon.
Okay.
When it first kind of created that like more free kind of gameplay. And I think it was right after Burnout Paradise kind of went away. But I think and I think it was in the beginning, it may have tried to replace Burnout Paradise.
Facts. And the complaint was that motorsport was too serious. That was the big thing. And then it's just what Jules said. It was kind of when Burnout Paradise went away, and then motorsport, they hadn't updated it for quite a while. We hadn't gotten a new one for quite a while, so then we got Horizon, because they wanted to give it a Need for Speed vibe, but they didn't want it to be Need for Speed.
You know what? Hearing all of this, I feel like the easiest way I would be able to describe this to like anybody out there is it's a full priced arcade game. It's a full price arcade racer. Like that, like you literally somewhere you go to Dave and Buster's, like Rolling Thunder, like and your Daytona, like you put it, and then that's the game. Like there's nothing more, nothing less, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not.
But it ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody. Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, Nug, and you're totally right in that. So I would say if you're a Need for Speed guy, stick with Need for Speed, because I got back into Unbound because of you, and I'm having a fucking ball.
It's when you play that, you're hooked in within the first hour. You're like, okay, what's going on? Who are these characters? The characters are having conversation. It might not be the greatest story of all time, but it is something to keep me like, oh, I want to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And the races are not easy to win, by the way.
It is really difficult. That kind of pisses me off.
The races are not easy to
win. And it's funny because I roll this over, and we'll get to everybody else. I apologize.
You're good.
I think of what was it, NBA 2K13 that first brought in the story mode.
That's 13. Spike Lee joint.
Spike Lee joint. Look, I don't even play ball games like that, but that's how that story. And then even the one where you get cut from the league and you have to go to China for a bit. Like there's and then you got to work your way back up, or you start at a high school, which funny enough, one of the high schools in one of the latest ones when they first introduced it, the one that Kawhi Leonard went to, that's the school I went to. We were in the same class. Yeah. So that Martin Luther King, like that's literally my high school.
That's insane.
Yeah. And what's even more insane is how they always try to say Greater LA. It's not LA. It's Inland Empire, but that's beside the point. But it's such a trip. Like how much a story for me will lock me in, and I'll trudge through things for a good story. It's enough to make me want to know what's going to happen next.
That's how South of Midnight was for me, because I stopped having fun with combat a long time ago, but I was like, you know what, I'm invested into these characters.
Yeah, you want to know, and okay, I'm gonna move forward. Was there any other games that you
no go ahead
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mike, did you go?
I did not. Okay. I've been playing games. There's actually a game that I wanted to kind of toss like Baron's way. The Eternal Life of Goldman. Look that up.
Okay.
It is a 2D side scroller, but for some strange reason, the art style just screamed Baron to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I know you will indulge in a side scroller every now and then. So check that one out. I played it. It's tons of fun. But as for me, I've been playing Scott Pilgrim EX. Everybody knows I'm a big Scott Pilgrim fan. Not to mention I'm a big pixel art 2D side scroller fanatic. That's the school that I come from. So I've been playing that shit and having a ball. And I've been playing. I've been like on a Souls-like run. So the last game I just finished was Lies of P. So I finished Lies of P, the base game. I am now into the DLC, the Overture DLC. It's very short. I'm probably 2 bosses away from completing it, but I just want to say this, and this may be controversial. Of all the Souls-likes that I've played and beaten, Lies of P by far has the best story of them all. Elden Ring, I still don't know what the fuck that's about.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not a crazy thing to say. A lot
Not
of
at all.
people praise Lies of P for having a good story,
It
for
has a great story.
and unique bosses. I haven't played it. It looked good.
It has some of the most unique bosses. I think Bloodborne, this is going to be controversial, is wildly overrated.
I hear a lot of
Great
people say that.
great game, wildly overrated, and the story again, it goes in. You're like, what the fuck?
Let me ask you this: was it overrated compared to now, or overrated for that time? Like if we were playing
Well,
it back
no,
then,
overrated for its time is hard to say because for its time we wouldn't have seen anything like Bloodborne.
okay.
So it's 10 years old. So for its time, it was great, because Souls likes didn't really take off until I would say really like the past 5 years. You had a certain group of people that played it, but it wasn't until Elden Ring really where people said, you know what? I'm going back to go play some Souls games. That's just
So it didn't age well.
I don't want to say it didn't age well because it's still a Souls game. I'm just saying that I could see why people loved it then. I don't know necessarily that they would love it now, especially if they play Elden Ring.
I got you.
And Bloodborne has a very wonky story. It's weird, but Lies of P has the best story. And of all the Souls like that I played by far, and the bad ending to me, quote unquote bad ending to me, is the fucking best ending. I'm just gonna say that. For those who have played Lies of P and beat it, you may disagree, but I think the bad ending is the best ending. And right now, I am back in Division 2. So I'm playing that.
Man, so did they add something to that?
Well, they kind of on like an anniversary event. So they have a lot of shit going on. They have a lot of shit going on right now. So and then they have like this new realism mode that's going to be available for like the next month. So there's no exotic weapons, no perks, no heals, no nothing.
Give it to me straight, man. As a boss,
hey,
as my bad. As a beginner, could I get this game right now for $3 and jump in and like enjoy myself?
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me your life.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
As a complete noob though, like as
You're gonna have
because right now I believe they are offering Warlords of New York for free, so you don't have to buy the DLC. So actually, this is kind of the best time because it's the 10th anniversary. So
how often you play?
You're gonna have fun.
You're gonna have a ball with that game, bro.
How often you play? I'll play with you. I don't know if I'm.
I play that shit all the time.
Yeah, he is.
As soon as this podcast is over, I'm going right back in.
That man ain't lying to you.
Did you play Arc Raiders?
No, I have no interest in Arc Raiders. I have no interest.
I was gonna. Is it like that or?
No. This is an actual story. Yes. Shooting wise, yes, but this is an actual story co-op. Yes.
Oh, so it's an online story type of thing.
Yeah, I think Division 2 maybe.
No.
Oh, Nisa said Division 2 is on Game Pass, so I don't know if you want to own it.
No, I'm gonna own it.
But I'm gonna tell you, the Division 2. Have you played any of the?
I played Division 1, but I feel like that one was a little
underbaked. Same thing.
Yeah. How did you feel about Division 1?
It felt like it was something missing, but I think it was so early on.
All right, well, Division 2 clears all that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Division
if you play it, I'll jump on.
I'm done. I'm buying it right now.
Division 2 is fantastic.
Yeah.
What you getting in on?
Steam. It's $3.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it has cross, so if it's $3, I'll grab it again. But
I think they updated it to have cross play, but not cross save.
What are you playing on, Mike?
I'm playing on PS5 because that's where I started.
Oh, how much is it?
But Division 2 has cross play, not cross save. So keep that in mind.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Honestly, you're not gonna miss it. Even just running the basic story is solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's definitely solid because that was one of the games I completed once we started Backlog Barbarians.
Yeah, cross save doesn't really matter unless you want to play on multiple devices. But with cross play, the character that you've built is the character that you're going to take with you in the games that you play with your friends. So it doesn't really cross progression doesn't really make much of a difference anyway. Your platform is your platform. So I'm on PS5. That's because that's where I'll be. But I can shepherd you guys because I have super duper guns, all sorts of craziness. So Division 2. So I'll be on today. So
Let's do
y'all
it.
got my number. Hit me up. Let's get it.
Yeah,
last
once-
thing before you move on. I'm sorry. Is it like a big PvP type of thing?
No, that's
as
only in
well?
the dark zone. That's in specified areas.
I've never
Okay.
touched the dark zone.
Yeah, you don't have
Okay.
like I said,
Yeah.
man. You can really make what you want out of it. And for me, I just ran multiplayer. And then what's cool is if you don't like to run by yourself, but you're not trying to wait on like in scheduled times to play, you can literally shoot a flare and call in support, and then you'll have multiplayer. Like it
Okay.
really like it is a great experience for the hermit gamer. That much I will say. Like you will
All right.
never have to be alone.
So
Yeah.
So that is the end of what I've been playing. So right now it's Scott Pilgrim EX because I've been going through that. It's a really big game. It's kind of expensive, tons of fun. The game I want Baron to take a look at.
Yeah, the Eternal Life of Goldman. I wrote it down.
Right, and Division 2 and Unbound. So those are the three things that I'm playing right now.
Got you, Julian.
So I'm gonna start with the kind of the main things, and now come around to the stuff I played on or I'm looking at that was a part of the Steam Next Fest. So still playing Resident Evil. Well, I've added Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Moving through that slowly. So I'll definitely be past the average 10 to 15 hour person. Still playing Reloaded. Yeah, Romeo's a dead man. I know Mike thinks it's weird. The thing is, it's super. So I'm gonna talk about this.
So many games, bro.
I'm gonna talk about this in a little
that game. I don't know how to feel about that game.
Yeah, I want to talk about this in a little
bit. Yeah.
Please, because it caught my eye with the trailer.
Yeah. So it's super weird. It definitely is. But if you have you played like No More Heroes or anything like that?
I'm new to the developer Suda
51.
Yeah, I'm new to them.
So yeah, he did same developer, so same weirdness, and it's all over the place, but it gives me the feeling of going back and playing games on the PlayStation 2, which is a good thing.
I love that era.
So it's just, I mean, it's weird. So it's like you mix in, as far as the gameplay goes, I'd say you maybe not as high of a level as combat, but if you mix like Devil May Cry with like No More Heroes, and it's weird. Even there's like, so they have these things called bastards. They're like little zombies that help you out in combat. You collect these seeds and then you plant them. You can like combine them and upgrade them and do all that stuff. It's almost like a little I don't even want to call it Pokemon. Maybe like a Monster Rancher, if you remember that one. I know I'm old on that one.
Okay.
But you can combine them. They give they'll combining them either levels them up or gives them different abilities. Then the art style, like when you're on your ship, it goes to like the 16-bit. Where you're playing, of course, you're in that like kind of traditional 3D art style, and then sometimes when you're talking to different people, it's like a anime
comic book.
Comic book. Then you got anime, and so I mean, it's weird. It's fun. Like it's almost like it's not easy per se. You have to remember. Well, let me take that back. It's not super difficult, but I was forgetting to go back to my ship to upgrade my weapons and stuff. So I kept dying at this one point, and I was like, okay, I need to go back and do that. So those are the three kind of like main things I've been playing. Steam Next Fest. So this first one, I actually interviewed the developer. I met him. He was a solo dev initially. I met him like that first PAX West after COVID. So that PAX West where it was like nothing in there. It was like a ball pit in the middle of a warehouse type PAX West. But I was up there for work, so I was like, okay, I'll go anyway. And then I was meeting for another game, and they were like, hey, you want to see something cool? They brought the developer in, and the game is called Lucid. So if you're a fan, Mike might like this. I don't know if you're Did you like Ori and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just hard, just
So
fucking hard as shit. But yeah,
yeah. So same thing here. Hard. So he actually calls it a Celestoidvania. So Celeste, like, because it's
I'm
definitely combat.
yeah. Whenever you hear Vania, be
Yeah.
worried.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
immediately I'm out. I get lost.
But
I get lost.
but just the so it definitely has this combat, but he goes the Celeste route because it's a lot of it based on movement as well. The art style is dope, the music is dope. So when he first started, like say a solo dev, his wife was doing the music. So he's contracted some stuff out and things since then. It's been at PAX a couple times. It's been at the mix and things like that. So that demo is out on Steam right now. Definitely check that out. And then so actually I had to look up his name. It was a guy, he used to work at 10 Chambers. I think he did the merch. I don't know if you remember Baron.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, but he reached out on LinkedIn, and I'm going to be checking out this game. It's demo on Steam as well called Mole. I was about to jump in, but I couldn't get it out of Spanish. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna try to get back in there and check that out. And then another
Is it Mole
one.
or Mole? Because you said it was in Spanish. No,
I don't know. I think
it's
it's
funny. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny.
I think
You're not
it's
trying to be-
Mole. I think it's Mole.
Okay.
And-
Like I'm
and
like, hey,
then,
you said it was in Spanish, so I mean, you might not be.
And then the last one, I only made it. I think the demo's still out there. I only made it through the tutorial before I jumped in. But Last Flag. So you remember we ran into those people outside of that party?
Yeah.
I didn't get to. So they had been doing like some media stuff, and I wasn't able to like find the time outside of work to jump in.
I think I got.
But
some
it's like
keys
a
for it, too.
yeah. So those three, but definitely check out Lucid for sure. That's the one I played the most. I played it back then. I played at PAX, and then the demo's out there right now.
So okay, guys, I have to. There's something I want to admit here, and I'm gonna act like I never said it, but it's the truth. I love horror games.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bloodborne is kind of a horror game.
Okay. Yeah, because them dogs. Yeah.
I
But
wish I could talk about it without spoiling it. But carry on, my brother.
so I love horror games, and what I really
I
think
do
it
not.
is I think I'm stubborn, and I'm looking at certain situations. I'm like, I'm terrified, but I ain't no punk, and you're not about to punk me out. As long as I can fight back. Like I went and played a couple of those horror games where you're like trying to get the item out of the room before the monster gets you. That I'm not okay with. I don't like being helpless, not for long. And that's why, so in bringing all this up, 2 horror games I've been playing, Horrorpallant, Horrorpalation, it's Horrorpallant. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. That's the game I finished, and at its core, it is a horror game. It definitely has some very random jump scares, but when you get to that point, you'll kind of understand what's going on. Long story short, with that game, you wake up in a cave. There's a dungeon. There's a hole in the ground, and when you go to the hole in the ground, a face pops up. That face is God, and it just goes weird from there. But what was so trippy was the story elevated so much further. And it really became a thing of like questioning everything. And the point of doing anything. And it definitely, I love it. But with Resident Evil Requiem, I think it's that feeling of like being on a roller coaster without riding one. Like that emotional roller coaster of it. Like it's that good story and the good flow. Like I always feel like when I play horror games, I gotta play it in sessions. Like, okay, let me get an hour and a half, 2 hours in. Like you can't just play for 5 minutes, 15 minutes real quick and then put it down. Like, no, you have to get that full experience. And Resident Evil 9 Requiem, it's doing it, man. God damn. So
There's something about Resident Evil
yeah, they,
recently.
they've mastered the storytelling, the story beats.
Like
Um
the last 3 of them
Mhm.
yes.
have been like fucking events, and
Yes.
they have been selling
It
like crazy. I'm talking 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Like the last
it's a good
3.
game.
Yeah, and
I you know what it was that turned me off from Resident Evil? And Baron, I do not want to get away from what you're doing.
Got you.
The one thing that stopped me from Resident Evil, I've always felt like the enemies were bullet sponges and there was never enough ammo, so I kind of gave up on Resident Evil.
Okay. Now let me talk about that, because that was let's talk about it. But no, there, wait, is he doing it?
Are you gonna hit the
Let's
button?
talk about it.
Okay, there we go.
It's been signaled, the bat signal. But no, once you understand you're dealing with super soldiers and not zombies,
Mhm.
it changes everything. Because for
Not
me,
really. They're still bullet sponges.
no, I got you, but that's what frustrated me, because I was like, wait a minute, I just hit you with the shotgun point blank 2 times. Why are you not dead? And then you realize you're dealing with a virus that enhances cells and cellular regeneration, and you're dealing with stuff that enhances strength of the body and growth and cancer and expanding upon cancer. Like, I was like, oh, I'm dealing with like super infected. Got it. Instead of the undead. Because for me, when I shoot a zombie in the head with a slug, I want the zombie gone. I don't care
Mhm.
what you telling me. I don't care what, like, that is what's been ingrained in my head through the history of zombies. The brain is gone, the zombie is gone. That is not the case in Resident Evil, because you are not fighting zombies.
Well, no. I mean, but it still speaks to what I'm saying.
True, true.
Whether it be zombie or super soldiers, for me, the point where I said, you know what, it's frustrating
Yes.
is bullet spongy enemies,
Yes.
not enough ammo.
Yes.
It's almost as if every interaction with an enemy, this is just my experience, I'm not speaking for anybody else.
No.
It seems that almost every interaction with an enemy in Resident Evil, I can possibly die. And I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
I guess that works for the
That's kind of
dynamic.
their point.
I guess that works for the dynamic of the game. I just find it to be frustrating for me. Now, mind you, Souls likes are the same way.
Yep. That random skeleton will ruin your whole run.
Ruin your whole shit. There's some random enemies in Souls games that are harder than bosses.
Yes. Yes.
They will wreck your shit. I don't care what your build is.
Yes.
I'll give you an example of one. You know the in Elden Ring, that big black winged demon with the big ass axe.
Yes.
That motherfucker
Yes.
will wreck your shit.
Yeah.
He's not a boss.
He's not a boss. There's
He
definitely
will wreck
enemies I've dodged 100%.
Right. So that's what it is with Resident Evil with me. Bullet spongy enemies, not enough ammo, frustratingly difficult experiences, and not wanting to fucking die. So I've given up on Resident Evil.
And you know what's so funny? You love Soulsborns. Like that's crazy, but that's just the dynamics of gaming. Like,
but just like I said last episode, Souls likes are not as hard as you think they are.
True.
They aren't.
It's more pattern recognition.
Yep.
It's pattern recognition, which is the equivalent to patience. Patience is a skill in this game. And your build in Resident Evil, you can't really build. You really just have to manage your ammo and your loadout, and you really kind of have to understand the map, so that way you don't double back in places and end up having to waste ammo going to fight a motherfucker you just thought you just killed.
and they even set it up in a way to where you could restart an area. Like, let's say you burn through ammo unnecessarily. You can they understand. They've acknowledged that. And once again, Capcom ain't sponsored me, so let me stop. But no, dude, it's I've been having fun, and what I love about Resident Evil is there's that point where now it goes from extreme horror to an action game. There's always that moment, and that's why I like these type of horror games more so than
like
Just
a Dead
scared for the
Space.
sake of
yeah,
scared.
just
Or
be scared.
what's it
Yeah,
called?
I want to be able
What's
to
that
fight
game?
my demons.
Alien Isolation and like all
Yeah, like
those.
stuff like that, like where you're just in the suck,
Just
like you're screwed.
mhm.
Like
In the what?
Hey, bro.
No, you just suck.
You
just suck.
You have
Oh,
no,
you just
you have no growth. There's no pistol that's gonna save you. You're not gonna get any ammo. The bullet unlocks the door, not shoots at the enemy. Like there's nothing for you other than to run and hide because you're weak.
yeah. It was the way that you said it just threw me off. But yeah,
But
you said in the suck.
in the suck, you suck. Look.
Yeah.
But look, trash, garbage. But what I like about Resident Evil is you hit this magical threshold where all of a sudden you can shoot, you got enough ammo, or your skill, you have enough damage output to where that pistol is no longer scratching the monsters. Now it's putting them down. And now I feel like I'm fighting back. Now I feel like they're afraid of me. That's I could respect that, but when you're just getting beat down for 12 hours of just horror.
Yeah, and I think one thing that switched or changed Resident Evil for me is when I figured out that I'm not supposed to necessarily kill everything I come in contact with.
Sometimes you just gotta run.
You gotta run.
Yeah.
That's the same thing in Souls games.
Yes.
Like in Souls games, you gotta fucking run. You cannot fight everything.
You know what else is funny and what I love about these games is the trauma is so heavy that you can remember it. Like for Souls fans, I can still remember with Dark Souls 2 that boulder that's gonna roll down in the beginning. Or am I thinking of Dark Souls 1? Dark Souls 1, when you're going and the skeletons are coming out and then the boulders coming down, or that giant in Dark Souls 2 that's sitting down facing the waterfall. Like, why can I remember these traumatic ass experiences? Why can I remember the placement of
because
enemies?
It probably killed you multiple times.
It's so ingrained. The gulch, I could still, when you get to the gulch, like I could dodging the poison darts and the things flying out the wall. Like the butcher. Oh, I thought
it's anxiety inducing. Like you ever die in Elden Ring and then you lose all your money and then you try to go get it back and then you fucking die and it's like 50,000
and it's gone.
It's gone.
Gone.
Like fuck.
Gone.
That's why I always spend my money.
I was about to level up with that bread.
We'll never recover.
Fuck. Yo, you know how many times I've turned my game off and I was just sitting there. I had 100,000 I'm playing. I die. I go back to go get my money. I tell I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done.
Like there goes that boss, that whole boss fight I had.
Fuck this game.
Yep. Oh my gosh, man, like that. But
did I tell you I beat Stellar Blade too? I did tell you that, right?
Yeah, you talked about Stellar Blade, yes. But yeah, Capcom's firing on all cylinders. Resident Evil 9.
Shout out to them, man.
Dude, 3 games in 1 year.
And Pragmata is coming too. I just got hit up about that.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I need to download that demo.
Pragmata,
everybody here, you guys have played Pragmata, right? So far, the demo.
I haven't played the demo yet.
I played the demo. I played the demo.
I need it.
I was absolutely terrified of when they introduced the mini snake game component of Pragmata, because that wasn't in any of the initial marketing. So when they showed it to us at Summer Games Fest last year, all of a sudden they sit you in a, you're in the room and then you got the presenter and they're showing the game and then that popped up. I was like, ooh, there's a mini game within combat that's necessary in order to properly fight. I'm a button masher. This ain't gonna work for me. I immediately was like, damn, I was super excited. Now I'm scared. Played it. It flows very well. I'm excited for people to play that. Like I really am.
I made a.
Oh, what'd you say?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I made a video saying the exact same thing.
Oh.
It's one of those ones you gotta play for yourself. You cannot
Yes.
watch people play that
Do
game.
not watch
You have
people
to play it for yourself.
Like it's intimidating as hell. Like I'm gonna be honest, I was more intimidated by that than like your Elden Rings, your Dark Souls, because of the fact that there's a literal mini game in real-time combat in order to like but it flows so well.
It's addicting.
It's going to be a really good game. But I am going to say right off the bat, it is not going to be for everybody.
No.
At all. You know,
there's gonna be some loser who's like, I don't understand why I have to do this.
It is a gorgeous game.
Yep.
You know what it kind of gives me vibes of, not because of how it plays, but because of the audience. Like if you've ever played Deus Ex,
yeah,
it's like that kind of game. Not because of the gameplay; they are not even remotely similar. But it's one of those games where if you like a game like Deus Ex, you'll like a game like Pragmata.
You know what? It also gives very heavy. Like when I first seen the trailer, I thought it was a Kojima game.
It does give that vibe off, but it doesn't play that way though.
No, not at all.
Doesn't play that way.
But it definitely looks like even the menus.
I thought it was a Kojima game.
Exactly. That's honestly like Kojima has a flair. It's like watching a Tarantino movie. Like when you're playing a Kojima game.
Yeah, you about to get some shit. Yeah,
this looks and feels like a Kojima game.
Very very much so.
Wouldn't it be funny if like on the back end, like 10 years from now, you found out he like co-produced it on the back end, like under a pseudonym or something, like just to do something different. Like that'd be
or it was his screenplay, because when we first saw Pragmata, everybody was like, "Oh, Death Stranding," and we're like, you know, because that was the consensus when we first saw Pragmata, Death Stranding.
Yep.
And I'm like, and then when you play Death Stranding, you're like, okay, yeah, this is nothing like Death Stranding at all.
At all. But
at all.
But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm ranting. But long story short,
no, it's all good.
I have a sick love for them, just like horror movies. I will watch horror movies and be scared, lifeless, but I'll watch it. And it's just something about that roller coaster. It's that adrenaline.
That adrenaline, boy.
That's what it is, man.
I'll say this. That's going to be controversial. I am officially holding off on Crimson Desert.
You know, I didn't want to be the guy to bring it up, but we got to talk about that. I want to talk about that game.
I'm just saying that since we're talking about Pragmata and it's a game that's coming, I am officially holding off on Crimson Desert.
Let's talk about it.
For a lot of reasons. Number one, it's going to be very hard to enjoy that game and be on the internet at the same time. Everybody is going to spoil that game in some way, shape, or form. They're going to ruin that game. You're going to see all sorts of walkthroughs and guides. And I am glad that I played like the Souls games when I did, because I was able to avoid all of that stuff. Yes, there's going to be points where you're probably going to need some help and you're going to have to refer to something. But overall, I try to avoid those kinds of things and try to play the game in its purest element. And there's a lot with Crimson Desert that, from what I'm gathering, because I got guys in my crew that have it. And, you know, although I can't say much, you know, for me, based on how they've described the game, I'm going to hold off.
That's fair.
I'm going to hold off because there's a lot more that I want to know before I go in, right? Because I've never was 100% sold on it, you know.
Okay.
But I'm a gamer, so be it that everybody's excited for it, you know, you can't help but kind of get caught up in that fever. So, you know, I pre-ordered it, but I'm going to hold off on playing it.
I'm gonna be honest.
Not gonna play for about 6 months.
I have my reservations, you know, jack of all trades, master of none type of thing, like everybody else. And after going down the rabbit hole and watching all the IGNs and the digital and all the people who put out like early access, you know, what they could talk about it, it seems like to me, Breath of the Wild meets like The Witcher type of thing. And I bring up Breath of the Wild because everyone kind of says the same thing. It's not going to hold your hand. It's not going to tell you where to go. It's just the ultimate sandbox. Your playthrough is what you make of it. You got to figure out a lot of puzzles. You're going to have to do a lot of puzzles. You're going to get really frustrated because you're going to be confused. Black Hokage did a really good write-up of it on his Twitter account of kind of what to expect. And I was in the same boat as Mike. It's like, I don't want to be frustrated and lost. But then I see a gameplay clip. And I'm like, I got to play this game. I like the negative or the positive seems to outweigh the negative for me from the early previews to where like, even though I'm going to be frustrated, I'm going to be confused, I'm going to need help. I got to play this game because the action looks so good. I got to see what the hype is.
I do want to dispel this. Sorry, my bad, Baron.
No.
Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring very much tell you where to go and what to do.
Really? Breath of the Wild?
Yes, they do.
Oh. How does Breath of the Wild tell you? Hold on, no, it doesn't.
Yes,
it does. Breath of the Wild?
It does not. It doesn't hold your hand every step of the way because when people are saying, what Black Hokage and things like that, what they're kind of taking a shot at is kind of God of War Ragnarok. Because if you look at his review, he's kind of saying that like there's no yellow line showing you where to climb and all that. And that's from God of War for the most part.
Fair.
Now, does it tell you where to go? No. It doesn't tell you make 5 left turns and then go straight and then make another left turn. No.
Cyberpunk does, but keep going.
Cyberpunk does, but they very much give you an idea of where you got to go and what you got to do. Of course you have. Yes, it does. I've beat Breath of the Wild.
I
got all 120 temples. All of it.
So let me rephrase. It tells you to go to Ganon. However,
no, it doesn't. It tells you a lot more than that.
No, because when you walk out the tunnel, you walk out the tunnel,
shows you the castle.
It just shows you you just gotta go. Like you just go.
But
it don't tell you anything. Like when you find like the little the big mechanical thingy mabobber, like it doesn't tell you to go there. You literally you're just running around and you stumble across something and then you stumble across something else.
Like
you could beat the game from the first as soon as you walk out the cave if you want to.
Let me tell you, I only did the sand area, and then I beat the game because I went around collect. Yeah, I beat it on accident. Okay, I beat Breath of the Wild on accident. I was just going around the world collecting.
Fuck, you beat that game by accident.
Let me tell you, I was just going around collecting elemental arrows because it made my fighting easier. Because I was just getting trashed by everything and fighting the lion dudes. So I was going around beating up the lion dudes, grabbing the gear off of them, buying up elemental arrows, which I didn't realize were going to be a game changer. Spoiler alert. And then I found there was chests near the castle. So I somehow ended up by the castle. I was like, oh, cool. And I started climbing around. I was like, oh, there's a chest here. Lion here. Chest here. Lion here. Chest here. Lion here. And then all of a sudden I walked in the door. And then the elemental fights kicked off, which, if you know, that's the start of the end of the game. And then I had a bunch of elemental arrows, so I cheesed through all the elemental bosses, and then the big Ganondorf fight, and then you get that light arrow. Like, bro, I was like, oh, and then credits. I was like, oh, I beat the game. I only had to fight, because the reason to clear the 4 areas, to kill the Guardians, is to make Ganon weaker. Like that's the whole point. It gives you like a boost into the final fight. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I only beat one. Like, I beat it on accident.
Well, all right. Well, let me just say it is just of my opinion that I think that's just a talking point that I just find to be a little over exaggerated.
That's fair.
I think it's over exaggerated.
But also,
I think.
Okay. I'm also going to concede because you have somebody who's played it, so you probably have a little bit more that you can't say. So I can see that there.
Well, no, but I'll say this though. I also, and I think this falls into like the whole Souls likes. I think it's a generational style of gamer. Like,
what do you mean?
Like Mike comes from an era of games where your basic game was eating your quarters. Like you think people was playing Shinobi in the arcade, bro. Like
If we,
like
I just want to stop you right there. If we ever get merch, we got to put quarter eaters on it because
Yeah.
brings that up once that shit. You damn quarter eaters.
We don't want no swagger jackers.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
If you watch the show, you hear that a lot here. I'm sorry to cut you.
Hey, Sly, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, that daylight savings ain't no joke, bro. But nah, man, I think it is like just the way games are approached, like how the you had folks who had to call Nintendo to get help. Like that this was a very real thing. There was a hotline that you would have to call to get help versus the evolution. Like me, I remember Cheat Code Central. I remember the guides, it was just all right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a difference in gamers. Like,
well, you know what it is?
I'm not gonna lie.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, no.
I was just gonna say, to Mike's point, it's a little bit over the top now because it's not just guides for help all the time.
Oh, it's handhold.
It's a content farm, a content. I don't want to say grip, a content like way to get you in. Everyone's putting out these guys just to be the first one to say, "Hey, did you know that you could do blah 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 in Elden Ring?" Because it's getting a bunch of impressions. Or, "Hey, did you know that you could do a blah 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 in Crimson Desert?" Like even right now, I see a lot of things about Crimson Desert, but sometimes I just have to swipe and scroll because I don't need to know about this hidden thing that was meant to be a secret Easter egg, and you got the game early, and you're putting, "Hey, fun thing that you could do in Crimson Desert," and it's like, okay, we're getting a little bit far in what we're showing. We're taking out the things that are not meant to be shown.
Yeah, I mean, I think my point that I want to make to people who intend to play Crimson Desert, man, the game not telling you what to do to me is a stupid fucking selling point because, and I have a problem with when people try to use that as a point to sell a game. I think there's nothing wrong with needing help in certain games. Listen, I had help in Elden Ring trying to find certain things, but let me tell you something. Those bosses, like I give you an example, Shadow of the Erd Tree. You can watch a million fucking guides on how to fight Mesmer.
It won't matter.
It won't matter.
It won't.
If you can't beat Mesmer, you're not gonna beat Mesmer. If you ain't built the right way, you ain't gonna beat him. Yeah, you got those dudes like Esoteric who play Elden Ring and don't die at all. Those guys are different.
Very.
For most people, guides are cool. A game telling you where to go is okay. You still gotta play the game, man. you know what I'm saying?
You know what? When it comes to Souls guides, for me, it's that weird thing of I watch them to know it's possible. Like I'm it's that weird thing of like once I see it done, I'm like, okay, I can beat him. This isn't a wall. This is something I can get past. Like it's almost inspirational. Shout out to
there's nothing wrong with a game that tells you where to go. like for me, I've just always found that to be like this thing now where you have people who and if that's their thing, that's their thing. But I just don't like that being a selling point because it steers people away from games that way.
It scares them.
It scares people when the game doesn't tell you what to do. Well, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It should.
That's fair.
So you want me to jump? You want me to jump out the window and don't know if there's some place for me to land?
Yeah.
Like to me that is not fun. Give me something.
True.
That's like saying I'm gonna go to the dealer and buy this car, but you don't get no keys.
Mike, you as
start
a
the car
PlayStation guy,
however you can start the car. However you can.
It's yours.
It's yours.
As a PlayStation guy, Mike, have you seen the feature that they have on PlayStation where like if you get stuck on a certain part, you can get help from other people? You haven't seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
So like on the place,
I remember the talks around that.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when it was part of the early. If you were in the beta program, the updates.
Yeah, when you press the home button, you can like scroll over and like it'll show you either what other players have done or it'll say like, hey, help on this part. That's pretty cool.
Now that you're thinking about it, I might just turn that shit on because I think that's a fucking useful feature.
Hell yeah.
The only caveat is it's like I think someone else has to do it. So like Cyberpunk is one that I used it for. I was stuck on one of those those
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
investigation things. And
Yeah.
I pressed the home button and I scrolled over, it's like get help, and it pulled up a guide of how to actually get through it. I think that's a
Yeah,
really cool
but
thing.
like in Souls games, like Elden Ring is a game that prides itself on not telling you what to do. But you know what they do have in that game? They have little points where people tell you what to do. In Death Stranding,
Death Stranding.
The community.
the community will tell you, yo, I put a ladder here. I did this here. Just put this here and you can get over it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with knowing what the fuck to do.
Do you think that's a happy medium though? Like, hey, if we're not going to tell you what to do, we're at least giving you the community stuff. So are you still going to be hard on a game for not telling you what to do if they gave you the community aspect?
No,
is that a good?
No,
Okay.
not at all. Not at all. I do think it's an endearing quality, but I also think it's kind of a shitty thing to get people to kind of, let that be the determining factor of how good a game is by its inability to tell you what to do, and it's become kind of this weird selling point. The game doesn't tell you what to do. That makes it great. No, that makes it most frustrating.
Most gamers are like kind of snobs nowadays anyway,
But that's part of that's a snobbish element. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's a very snobby thing.
It's like
the game does not
community.
Yeah, it doesn't hold your hand.
You didn't beat the game because you didn't platinum
if the game has yellow paint, I don't know. I can't play that.
It doesn't hold your hand. Listen, God of War has yellow paint. It tells you where to go. Guess what? If you can't beat those fucking, I bet you can't beat. I bet you can't beat the berserkers.
I was gonna say, not even the berserkers. What are those things? The
Valkyries.
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 Yeah.
Valkyries. You know how long it took me to beat all the Valkyries?
Man, I skipped. I didn't even beat them all on the first one.
I beat every single Valkyrie. In Ragnarok, I did not beat all the berserkers. Those motherfuckers were hard, and you could watch all the fucking guides you want.
Yep.
Guess what you got to do? You got to go play that bitch.
You still got to do it.
I do want to say, fellas, before we end, I know parents are trying. I'm sorry. Before I got a confession to make. I didn't want to say it, but I have to say it. It is with great sadness that I admit that I have not played Cyberpunk for the second show in a row now. I haven't touched it, and a big part of that is because I was playing it on the Switch too. That was my playthrough, and since I got the ROG Ally, I feel like Andy in Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore. I've been only on the Ally, man, playing everything on the Ally. It's just a certain convenience, a certain feel mixed in with shiny new toy, but also just the ergonomics of it. I'm gonna get back to Cyberpunk eventually, but everything that I played, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, was all Ally games. Yeah. Everything that I played was Ally. Everything, even Crimson Desert, I'm buying that on Xbox so I can play it on my Ally. It's bad.
I'm playing it. I'm playing it on PC. Got to Crimson Desert. You got to play on PC, but I am not playing Crimson Desert until about 6 months out.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Cyberpunk fell into that. Wow, and it's a CD Projekt Red thing. Now that I think about it, so Cyberpunk with The Witcher 3. The games were so big, and there was so much to do. But the story is not as long as you think if you just run the story. But the world is just so engulfing that you're hooked. It took me years to beat them, and I don't think that's a bad thing. For me, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Like some games are just, it is what it is. It's massive. And
my other confession. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, but I was just gonna say you're not alone, bro. Like it took me until I bought Cyberpunk on PC to finally do a playthrough straight through.
My other confession is I feel like the show before last, Mike really showed us all up with beating games. So I had to get some quick ones out the way. It was, I think, one.
I am kicking y'all asses right now.
Oh yeah,
I know. It's not even. And funny. I was like, all right, Cyberpunk. I said, all right, I don't want to breeze through Cyberpunk and beat it for the sake of beating it. So I'm gonna play other games so that I can have something to bring to the table. Because it was a show. Mike was like, yeah, I beat this. He'd be like 3 games. I think it was.
And they were ridiculous games too.
Yeah, he'd be like 3 games. I was like, yo,
like, oh yeah, Bloodborne, Dusty. dusted. Stellar Blade, dusted. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Lies of P, dusted.
dusted. I'm like,
dude.
get
I
out.
felt
Oh, and
like
the DLC. This man's a madman.
And no, I haven't
it,
beaten the DLC
Oh.
yet. I'm
it,
working on the DLC. But
I felt
remember
like it
the
was like a Secret Santa, and we agreed to a $25 limit, and Mike came in there with a $50 gift for somebody. I was like, bro,
this the Backlog Barbarians. That's the point, baby.
hey, 1 or 2 games. You did 4.
Yeah. I mean, look, like I said, the good thing about the show, I'll say this: if not for what we're doing, I probably would have never bothered.
He would have been on Destiny.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know,
I'm not
So
lying.
let me ask y'all this.
no,
So
he's not lying.
for both, so for you, because I know you and Mike, you and Baron were tweeting about this. So before the Backlog Barbarians, y'all were just staying in the multiplayer realm, or like what was?
Nah, we were just friends who just would talk shit about gaming, and I'll kind of give you just a small backstory. I just started following their show, you know, because Twitter is a very toxic place. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching, you know, because I love Xbox, and I wanted to watch a show where they weren't console worry. They loved their Xbox, but they didn't have to shit on us, like guys like me who love PlayStation, but also love Xbox, but PlayStation is our main, and that's how I found these guys. So I just started tweeting at them. Fame hit me up. Shout out to Fame. Fame hit me up in the DM. It's like, hey, oh Mike, you want to get on the show? And I was like, cool. Then me and Baron clicked right away, and then we just started talking. Then when we all met at PAX East, that was the first time I had met Baron in person. But we had been talking for months and months and months, all the time on the phone, just talking. Now we're friends. We talk all the time, talk about our kids, all that shit. And then I finished Elden Ring, and I posted, "Yo, Backlog Barbarians." Baron was like, "Yo,
yeah,
I got an idea.
Yeah.
And then we just took it from there, and here we are.
31 episodes in.
Sidebar.
Bi-weekly, which is insane.
When and where is that Xbox show? Because I see clips and I get so jealous. Like, yo, I want to talk about this stuff.
What Xbox show?
They have Baron has an Xbox show. You just talk about it. He does.
Oh, that's on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Well,
okay.
now it's Fridays. So
no, it's Fridays now.
Yeah, it's Fridays
I keep
now.
seeing
So
clip.
no.
I see those clips every day. I'm like,
so
yo,
that's funny that you called it an Xbox show. I can't wait to tell Fame that. He's probably listening. He's probably up now. But so we just so happen to talk a lot about Xbox because even though Xbox is somehow the worst of the big three, but somehow it's always the topic of conversation in the major news. But yes, that's our podcast. It's the LV1 Gaming Podcast, which you're always welcome on. That's on Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're always welcome Fridays. It'll be in this room. So literally,
shout out to Hugger and Dez.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hugger and Dez.
Let me see. Hey Mike, can you jump in the chat and help Nisa? She's having issues with a game.
All right. Yeah, I got
you. But yeah, we're definitely over time, and I apologize, guys. Julian, I feel like we left you out. I apologize, man.
No,
Julian was over there ordering sneakers. You ain't slick, bro.
Oh, he was like, got him. Like,
no, I was about to drop the original Forza review in there for
drop that
to take a look at.
Oh, okay.
And then
Also, Nisa, I saw your message. Echoes of the End is fantastic. I agree. Great game.
She literally put Wander Stop in there, and I have been low key. I've been watching the gameplay the entire time, and then I downloaded it. So I got that.
Okay. So funny enough, the feels and the evaluation of life and the purpose of it and just growth, success, and failure, the things that are discussed in Wonderstop are elements and themes in Horrorpallant. Like that's what makes, like, I love a game, a story, a movie that makes me question reality. and question my moral values. And
Man, you better make me buy this game.
Damn, you need a game that questions your ethics?
Yeah. Oh, bro, I absolutely love that. Like that is my thing. That's my jam. If I play something and like, okay, have you guys seen the movie? A completely different topic. I mean, jumping away from the genre, but the same topic. Have you guys seen the movie Juror Number 2?
Mm-mm.
Yes,
I've heard about
I
it,
saw
but
that
I've
movie.
never
Please,
saw
for
it.
the love of everything, go watch.
I've
Juror
seen that
Number 2.
movie. It pissed me off, but I saw it.
Okay, I don't want to ruin it, but please go watch it, and we can definitely talk about this because it's one of those. Like my mother was ashamed of me in my response to that movie. Like my mom,
that movie pissed me the fuck off.
My mom looked at me very differently going forward after that movie. Like because we were all watching it as a family, and we had a long conversation about it, and she was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, like for real." And Mike, I think you know where I'm going.
Listen,
with this.
all I'm gonna say is it shouldn't change how she looks at you because the way that movie plays out, there was no right decision.
It's the whole: do you kill one kid versus do you save one
no
kid
right
versus 50
decision.
people? Yeah, there is no winning, and I love that. That's why The Watchmen is my favorite superhero movie because everybody loses. This is what it just.
Shout out to Chase in the chat.
Hey, see, look, Chase said it pissed me off too. But I love that it questions like, well, what are you gonna do? And I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Mike,
I'll be honest. I know what I'm gonna do is not watch it because that stuff pissed me off.
Yo,
so
that movie is going to piss you off. Do not watch that shit, bro. It's like watching Blow. Like pause. Like you ever watch that movie?
Okay, yeah.
Yo, the mother in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
The backstabbing. Oh my god,
bro. But see, I'm a sucker for that. I am like one of my favorite book series is He Who Fights with Monsters, and if you know what is that, not Nietzsche. Like you just that thought of like, when am I no longer human? Like when am I no longer like I have no mouth but I must scream? Like I love that shit. I love
books later.
I love that shit. But yeah, I gotta go. Hey,
this how we be at PAX and stuff. I'm like, Baron, stop.
Listen, man. This is Geek Life Mike. You can find me everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm all over talking games. Shout out to the GSG gang, gstylemag.com. I got some reviews coming up. Much love. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Let me see.
You know what I mean?
Maybe that might be PAX.
We will be back on the 22nd. No, we leave.
Make sure everybody in the chat and anybody who's watching, look out for Julian on TikTok. Look out for my man Nug on TikTok. Incredible shit, especially if you're gamers. Yes. Check them out. So, you know,
Julian over at True Nerd, TRUNerd.com. I feel like I know that man's information more than my own. I could name all 3 of his socials right now. But yeah, go check everybody out. Much love, guys. We are way over time, and I'm so sorry for ranting. Much love, and